So normally right now, I'd be standing at the base of the stairs by the NPR collecting tickets from your parents as they go in to watch you graduate from 8th grade. But that's not how it's playing out this year.
Class of 2024, here we are saying goodbye in a way that we could have never imagined. As if goodbyes aren't hard enough, how do we do this without embracing for a hug, shaking hands, posing for a million pictures with our closest friends, shedding a tear with those friends, dancing and celebrating and rejoicing? How do we step away from the ordinary and familiar and still honor you? I think we start by remembering that yes, tonight we are breaking away from the ordinary. Of course, not by choice, but breaking away from the ordinary nonetheless. But class of 2024, were you really ever ordinary anyways? No, you are extraordinary. So an extraordinary ending seems perfectly fitting. Never forget that you were the class that crossed the threshold in a way that no other class before you has. You will be the pioneers of a new age of learning, the soldiers of a new kind of warfront. You are poised to demonstrate resilience like no other class before you, to step into a new era of innovation and creative thinking in a way that nobody before you has transitioned to high school. You are extraordinary in extraordinary times, with extraordinary smiles, extraordinary friendships, extraordinary laughter, extraordinary imagination, and extraordinary fire for learning and creating, and so many extraordinary passions. Class of 2024, congratulations on your promotion. You are extraordinary.
Good evening, family, friends, students, and staff. Welcome to the Orange Grove Middle School 8th grade promotion 2020. My name is Anissa Madrid.
And I'm Lydia Busak. We are honored to be your Masters of Ceremonies tonight. After 3 years here at Orange Grove, it's no surprise that we would have so many memories to take from here, like javelinas and mountain lions roaming the campus. I think it's safe to say that I speak for my fellow classmates in saying that we're leaving here well prepared for what high school has in store for us.
Our class has grown and flourished an unbelievable amount during our time here at Orange Grove.
With so many experiences and adventures, we've had a great time here, and we hope that tonight you share in our happiness of the success that we've had these past 3 years.
Now let's get started and make some memories. We will begin tonight's ceremony with the pledge. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Julia Ford. Now everyone please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, alongside the amazing teacher Miss Horn, the 8th grade choir will be performing Remember Me from the film Coco. Words and music written by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez.
Thank you, Orange Grove Choir, for that fantastic performance. I would like to introduce our first speaker of the night. This young woman has so much enthusiasm and an amazing personality, always making everyone happy. Always full of life and happiness, she's an amazing student. Let's all welcome Bridget Walters.
A novel by Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities, begins with the famous line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." As 8th graders during this pandemic, this matches our situation. Who would have known that Friday the 13th of March would be the last day that we were able to walk the halls of Orange Grove with our friends? Who would have known that it was the last time we would get to see our beloved teachers in our classrooms? Who would have known that we would have to do promotion online and wouldn't get to have the same activities that previous classes had? And who knows what lies ahead for all of us? We have all experienced so much change during the past 3 years here at Orange Grove. We've made new friends, learned new things, and most of all, we've changed as individuals. Our personalities have changed so much. We've become kinder, more curious, and more well-rounded people. Some people are friends now that we would never have thought to be friends when we were in 6th grade. We have all changed so much, and that is part of growing up. These have been the best of times. We are finally at the top of the food chain, and we've been able to pursue our interests more deeply than the 6th and 7th graders. And the next step is a big one, high school. A new adventure with new schedules and larger campus no matter where you go. We are all planning our futures, but much is still uncertain. We've had for what many of us seem to be the worst of times, fighting through this pandemic by staying home. And that's hard. Staying home with only your family for months without being able to see your friends or our teachers, and being worried about when we will all get to see each other again. Some of us are leaving the district and will miss all of the great friends we've made here at middle school. There are many ups and downs just like in life, and even though the worst of times may not be over yet, we can get through this. Middle school has been a stepping stone in our lives, and we are making history. This pandemic will be in the history books, and we are a living part of the story. This event is a milestone in our lives, and the next milestone for us will be high school. Another quote I derived from a less well-known book series, A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, holds true throughout history. People aren't either wicked or noble. They're like chef salads, with good things and bad things chopped and mixed together in a vinaigrette of confusion and conflict. And we must try to be nobler during these hard times. The quote I derived from it is, "Life is neither good or bad. It is like a chef salad, with good things and bad things chopped and mixed together in a vinaigrette of confusion and conflict." Even though these times are difficult and life sometimes feels like a series of unfortunate events, there are always people out there who love and support us. Thank you to all of the staff, all of our families, and all of our friends for standing by us in times of loneliness, in times of need, in times of grief, but most of all, in times of happiness and success. Our legacy will live here at Orange Grove, our art, music, records, and the memories people have of us, the class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget. That was an extraordinary and heartfelt speech. Next up, we have a brilliant young man to give his. He's a fabulous speaker and an even better student. This young man is always hardworking and puts in his best effort. Please welcome Mr. Simon Reuben Tolles.
When I was younger, I watched a lot of nature documentaries. To this day, I believe David Attenborough has the best voice for narrating life cycles of animals I've never heard of. His charming accent and genuine appreciation of nature make murder in the natural world seem like a Disney movie. I have been known to cry after nature documentaries, but never any of his. From animals' fierce fights for survival and their graceful mating rituals as adults, to their birth and growth as tiny babies, his voice has guided me through it all. What I realize now is always missing was their adolescence. And it makes sense. No one wants to see that. We love seeing fluffy penguin babies and sleek penguin adults, but no one wants to see that mangy in-between phase where their baby fluff falls out in clumps. I don't know how much of that I ever heard David Attenborough narrate. But some crazy person, somewhere, at some point, decided that it would be a great idea to gather up all these mangy, clumpy adolescents, the human ones, and try to teach them. And then, an even crazier group of people decided that they would be the ones to do it. The main difference between most of us and the penguins is that penguins would never be left in such a large group without their parents. So what happens in practice when said crazy people corral us, parentless? That, I suppose, is the mystery of middle school. Of course, where does this mystery manifest itself better than in the boys' locker room? Nothing builds bonds like going through an axe bomb together, or during science. Nothing makes one humble, like simply not being able to launch an Alka-Seltzer rocket more than a few inches off the ground as you see your classmates go outside because theirs keep hitting the ceiling. Nothing is quite so memorable as breaking your finger playing Foursquare at lunch. Nothing builds character like a 7:30 start time. And nothing makes me quite so happy as the thought that I might never have to do any of those things again. But it makes me a little sad too, because whatever else you might say, nothing is quite like middle school. And nothing is like the teachers either, the crazy one, that have all imparted upon me their own brand of wisdom in an entire category of knowledge. I have learned the true function of the mitochondria, beyond being the powerhouse of the cell, how to sing for my diaphragm, and how to tell someone not to do something in Spanish, formally. I have learned the brushstrokes of the English language, how to complete the square, why the Vietnam War started, and what an AMRAP is. Not a type of music, surprisingly, but an acronym for as many reps as possible. I have spent 3 years in the company of my fellow adolescents and my equally unique teachers, and I can honestly say I wouldn't have had it any other way. I would like to thank each of these crazy people that we like to call teachers. All of the ones that have taught me made a difference in my life, and all of the ones that haven't, but did the same for someone else. Because I know, even when all my baby fluff is gone, the experiences I've had on this campus will stay with me. And I hope that one day, we all emerge from our adolescence finally worthy of David Attenborough narration. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Amazing job, Simon. Now I'd like to introduce our third student speaker of the night. This young man is very hardworking and always has a great eye for detail. With so much success and passion for his studies, he's a very attentive student and always a big helper to everyone. Let's all welcome Bodhi Sethi.
Hello from my driveway. This is Bodhi Sethi. Just over 1,000 days ago, most of us started our first day at Orange Grove Middle School. Whenever your first day was, I wonder if, like me, you felt overwhelmed but excited to embark on a new journey. That day was the start of our adventure through middle school as we walked the halls, learned to do new things like figuring out lockers, dressing for PE, and getting to classes in 4 minutes. Over the last 3 years, the keys to success have been the friendships, bonds, and connection that we have all made, and the teachers and staff that helped us learn and grow in the classroom and out. When I started here, I couldn't even open a lock, and now I'm very proud to say I know how to and can do it in my sleep. I'd like to thank everyone at Orange Grove, from Miss Morgan and Miss Algio in the front office to all of the teachers and staff. Thank you for helping all of us and putting up with us in the crazy things we did. We will never forget you. I want us all to take a moment to think about a teacher or teachers you appreciate, as a small act to thank them for all that they've done for us. Orange Grove has taught me so much. On my second day of school here, I couldn't find a class that was directly in front of me. Yes, I did have a map that also told me the classroom number. I was right next to it, and I said, must be to my left. But now, after 3 years of attending Orange Grove, I can confidently tell you I know how to get to my science class without getting lost and going to math accidentally. Granted, this year they were in the same pod, but that's beside the point. Now, our time at Orange Grove is up. And although the ending is not what we expected, looking back on the experiences when we were in classrooms, there were a lot of good moments and memories. Memories that we will carry on with us as we go. I hope that all of you are happy and healthy in high school, whichever school you choose to attend. And to everyone, thank you for the good times we've had together and for giving me an incredible experience. I hope I was able to do the same for you. Now, as our adventures and time here at Orange Grove come to an end, I want to wish all of you a great life, wherever it may take you.
Great job, Bodhi. Wrapping up this momentous evening of the 8th grade promotion is someone who needs very little introduction. He has been the principal for our entire time here at Orange Grove, and I think he's gotten to know us all quite well. Whether tracking our accomplishments or supporting us through these past 3 years, he's always smiling. Without further ado, I'm pleased and honored to welcome our principal, Mr. Ruben Tolles.
I would like to officially welcome you all to our virtual promotion ceremony. Our parents, our guardians, our family members and friends, and our distinguished guests who are with us virtually as well. Governing Board President Amy Kraus, and Superintendent Dr. Mary Camerzell. I'd also like to thank Ms. Horn and the 8th grade choir for the fantastic performance, and Mr. Hornbeck for devoting his time, energy, and expertise to make that performance happen. And before I begin, I'd like you to imagine our teachers and staff, and I'd like you to imagine them rising to be acknowledged for their relentless work and care. So good evening, or good morning. I don't know when you're watching this. This is an odd situation. Tonight, we were meant to be together in the same place at the same time, but we're not. So we'll have to see if this connection that we call Orange Grove is strong enough to bridge the distance. Now, there are some advantages for remote promotion ceremonies. If you don't like this speech, you can mute me or just fast forward toward the end where I'll read the names of students. Which means I may have lost my signature power as a principal, which is to impose suffering. That was a joke. I'm going to imagine you all laughing at my jokes really loud. Now, when we do see each other again, it will be a cause for gladness to light up our hearts, because each of you carries a flame, a tiny light. When you come together on campus, you shine like the sun, a loud, crazy sun. But as Bridget mentioned, March 13th was the last time this group was together all physically. And this night marks the brink of an even greater separation, an even bigger ending. After tomorrow, this group will disperse, fanning out into the world, sparks rising into the night sky. And as you head into your lives, you will diverge politically, geographically, culturally, until you light up the inky blackness of space like so many constellations. And when we are apart, there is beauty there too, like the night sky lit up by the thousands of tiny lights we can all see, all light years apart, and the imaginary lines that connect them and that make them into dragons and beasts and heroes, kings and queens, and maybe even panthers. Of course, some of you will remain together as you travel to high school, college, and beyond. And some of these people you may know and remain close to until the end of your lives. But never again will this particular group of people gather together. This really is the end of something. And yet, if you meet any one of your fellow Panthers 50 years from now, having never seen them since March 13th, in whatever future that you build for us, you may recognize them and recognize something in them that binds you together, no matter what you feel about them right now. So what do you share? What binds you together? Your experience here at Orange Grove. I want you to imagine yourself and remember your first day here as you walked through these gates as a Panther for the first time, either as a 6th grader or just this year. What was it like for you? Did you rush up and down the ramps and stairs to make it to your classes with only 4 minutes to spend? Did you fumble with your locker? Did your stomach clench with anxiety as you chose which table to join at lunch? Did you wonder why you had to have so many binders? You are not alone. And you have had some remarkable experiences in your time as a middle school student. In your first month as middle schoolers, the sun was eclipsed by the moon. Do you remember standing outside in small groups with those silly-looking glasses, looking up as the light diminished in the sky? In your 6th grade year, when students and faculty were slain in Parkland, Florida, you may have joined the walkout when 600 of our students peacefully left class for 17 minutes to represent the 17 lives that were lost that day. Or you showed a different conviction when you stayed in class. That same year, when the teachers of Arizona walked out of classrooms and our schools closed, you endured, and you came back ready to learn and to work hard. In your roughly 12 million seconds on campus, you have taken on personal and academic challenges. You have bound books, started friendships, ended friendships, determined the guilt of sea captains, launched hot air balloons, run through explosions of color, started businesses in Spanish, solved for X, sung or played music in front of hundreds of people, held the rapt attention of an audience for precisely 3 to 5 minutes, written historical fiction, penned personalized fitness routines, or glazed ceramic tiles. And it doesn't stop at school. After school, you've wrestled, you've dribbled, shot, pitched, swung, run, thrown, spiked, solved, built, improvised, programmed, answered, strategized, and scored against your peers. You have earned championships, and you have borne loss with dignity and resolve. You have already, in your simulation and social studies, applied for your first job, created a budget, bought a car, attended college, applied for a salaried job, got married, bought a house, had 2 kids, dealt with a car accident and health emergency, and eventually retired, which is better than most of us adults watching this now. And you have even handled yourself well in the face of dangerous wildlife. The occasional king snake or rattlesnake or even the mountain lion which frequented our campus. And you have taken on challenges to help others in your 3 years here. You have embodied Panther pride, respect, responsibility, and compassion. When you saw someone sitting alone at a lunch table, you reached out. You gathered clothes, food, and toiletries for youth on their own to help students who are just older than you and who are living on their own. You worked together in crazy assembly lines, putting bread, meat, and cheese together to create thousands of sandwiches for those who were hungry. In second quarter this year, because of the good you brought to school every day and your acts of respect, responsibility, and compassion, you made me lose my hair. And now, the coronavirus has come, and a global pandemic. And you are experiencing something that is unprecedented in yours and your parents' lifetimes. And you are surviving and thriving. And that is what you share with the people sitting around you on this stage. No one else you ever meet will quite understand in the same way. So tonight, it is my duty to admit something to you and to make you a promise. First, I have to admit to something. I know I'm up here, and it is expected that I will impart some wisdom. As a principal, I'm probably breaking some sort of rule to admit this, but it must be said, I just don't know. And that's the secret. Adults don't know everything. I know, it's no secret. You already know this. You're an 8th grader. Your parents are dumber now than they ever have been, and they'll continue to get dumber as you age. Just listen to them. That's growing up. Part of growing up is realizing that the adults around you don't have it all figured out. Don't worry, when you're in your 20s, your parents will start to get smart again. And if you ever have kids, you will realize they are geniuses. Or maybe not. And that's okay too. Because here's the secret. We don't know everything. Not one of us does. Trust me, the adults responsible for you know a lot, and maturity matters. But those beings who seemed to be all-knowing gods when you were 5, who could lift you off the sidewalk when you skinned your knee, and whom you imagine had the keys to the universe, which is why you ask them questions like, why is the sky blue? How much salt is in the ocean? What happens when we die? Those beings still know but a fraction of what there is to be known. And part of growing up, that's what this passage, this promotion marks, growing up. Part of becoming an adult is grappling with the fact that you do not now, nor will you ever, know everything. And not knowing is really hard. Right now, all of the things that we don't know crowd around us and call out to us by name over and over. We don't know when social distancing will end, when businesses should open. We don't know what will happen when they do. We don't know why the coronavirus hurts some people more than others. We don't know what this country or this world will look like in 6 months' time. We don't know when we'll see each other again in person, or what school will look like in the fall, or when Disneyland will open, or when it should. For some of us, we don't know what will happen to some of our closest loved ones who are on the front lines of this pandemic doing essential work, or who are vulnerable because of their age or health. Not knowing is really hard. But not knowing things is really important, because not knowing things is the beginning of learning. For people who are curious, who are insatiable, who are open to the wonder of the world, this is how it will remain. A world full of stunning unknowns, full of mystery and uncertainty. And even not knowing everything, and we never will, we can build a life that is beautiful. We can create things of lasting value, objects and works of art, and machines and pieces of music, and agreements and theories and mathematical models, perfectly executed plays on the field or on the court, and video games, and novels, and businesses, and relationships, and friendships, and families, and yes, even schools. Even schools like Orange Grove, where you spent your middle school years together with us. And as you meet the uncertainty of the world, we hope you carry the clear and unshakable understanding of your time here, that you can do difficult things, and that you are a Panther forever. So now I come to my promise. And my promise to you is this: you will always have a home here. You may venture far into your various futures, but you will always be welcome here. I stand here as a representative of the many adults here at Orange Grove, including our teachers and staff. And we pledge to you this: we care about you now, and we will always care about you. We will always want to know how you are and what new challenges you're taking on. I encourage you, next year, in 5 years, or even in 30, reach out to a teacher here and say hello, and you will see what I mean. You belong here now, and you always will. It has truly been an honor and a joy to be your principal. So, you beautiful Panthers, you glorious 8th graders, it is with great pleasure that I send you out, sparks rising up into your own night sky and into the arms of your family and friends. Tonight is a night to celebrate your hard work and learning. So let's do it. I will now recognize the promoting members of the 8th grade class. Superintendent Dr. Mary Camerzell afterwards will acknowledge your completion of 8th grade, and Governing Board President Amy Krause will officially accept and signify your promotion to 9th grade on behalf of the Governing Board. Every student's name that I read will be accompanied by their picture and then their 6-word summary. Families, this is a brief message that they composed in their English classes to capture something important about their time in middle school or their completion of it, a kernel of wisdom that they want to express and are walking away with. So, without further ado, I will read the names of the 8th graders who are promoting on to 9th grade, who have completed Orange Grove in the year 2020.
Alexandra Abeta. Carrie Ager. David Aguirre. Malik Akinbale. Eliana Rose Alexander. Samira Al-Fahid. Sophia Ali. Sami Al-Kayat. Cristian Altamirano. Alexei Alvarado. Alexis Alvarado. William Ames. Jordan Andrews. Elise Ardolino, Karina Aronoff, Elliot Aubrey, Saeed Batarine, Aiden Baker, Brandon Ballesteros, Connor Bates, Catherine Beach, Ethan Beckett, Jack Beeson, Cassandra Boehner, Alexa Ryan Bernstein, Josh Berwick, Ethan Blakely, Julia Bloom, Jeremy Blute, Caroline Boney, David Bornstein, Austin Bourne, Matthew Boylan, Colton Brown, Jazz Brown, Kaya Bruckner, Kaden Budasavlevich, Lydia Jordan Yordanos Busak, Matilda Jean Caballero, Rowan Cafiero, Hannah Campa, Sydney Cantrell, Amy Cow, Isabella Carney, James Carr, Alvaro Castellon, Josiah Champion, Aiden Cheney, Annika Che, Torin Claggett, Stratton Todd Baker Craig, BODEN A. Crane, Reese Culleney, Ethan Cuthbertson, Allison Dash, Sienna Diwali Bowen, Salvatore Del Casino, Catherine Diaz, Lauren Dodds, Danielle Elizabeth Dolben, Sebastian Doyle, Savannah Elizabeth Dubois, Luke Dunford, Catherine Edmondson, Sophia Enat, Nicholas Eliopoulos, Matthew Elliott Sankey, Josh Farron, Wyatt Fee, Jude Fell, Braden David Fett, Katie Fidel, Joshua Fields, Catherine Fishus, Jared Flores, Jeffrey Fontana, Julia Ford, Alden Foster, Dante Franco, Charlotte Gannam, Sarah V. Garcia, Connor Garvin, Dean S. Gill, Connor Gillespie, Lauren Glasner, Ethan Grab, Savannah Grant, Zach Gruber, Chase Gutweiler, Madison Hairgrove, Zoe Harrington, Morgan Hashem, Jason Hawley, Zane Hazard, Zaylee Headings, Maja Hildebrand, Josiah M. Holguin, Bradley Holt, Joseph Horn, Allison Hoyt, Colin Huggins, Iman Iftikhar, Isabel Ijems, Nathan Inge, Jace Isselhard, Zachary Jenkins, Gen Johnston, Lonnie Jorgensen, Gavin Jump, Aiden Junker, Abby Jurgens, Xiaoen Anna Kang, Andrew Cap, Cameron Kerr, Khalid Khawatar, Lexia King, Quincy Kirsten, Emerson Cook, Zoe Canhelis, Maggie Conrad, Kiona Quo, Carter Lamb, Presley Landis, Aaron Laraga, Logan Lazarus, Selena Lay, Eric Lepeau, Elijah Leviton, Isaac Leviton, Logan Lay, Santiago LIETZAU, Thomas Lindgren, Dylan Lipman, Andrew Lister, Teresa Lockwood, Megan Longenecker, Derek Macias, Anissa Yasmin Madrid, Gala Mancini, Snow Matika, Kaylin McLean, Micaela Mackenzie Casares, Dallas Louise McMahon, Ashley Mendola, Kevin Mendonça, Colin Micheli, Evelyn Miller, Mo Montoya, Alan Morales, Jamie Meyer, Drew Namani, Dale Nelson, Finn Nentel, Abby New, Sabrina Felice Nunez, David Orr, Sebastian Ortiz Lopez Miller Soto Valencia Carrillo Moffett. Thomas Paluda. Liam Pastorius. Zachary Pekka. Emilio Perotti. Thomas Pershing. Zoe Peterson Laksamana. Brooklyn Pearson. Haley Pinto. Sofia Polyakova. Regina Portugal. Celine Psaltis. Stanley Kiambao. Kellen Relora. Emma Ryle. Seth Rojas. Alex Rosenblum. Jessica Raudabush. Caitlin Brown. Simon Ruben Tolles. Austin Rummel. Julian Mark Calvin Sabalos. Luke Sadala. Kian Sadat. Emily Safer. Ashiana Sanon. Juan Sanchez. Andreina Sanchez Barrios. Forrest Sachs. Dominic Scala. Chase Sheffman. Mark Schumacher. Troylin Schurig. Tag Schwabi. Kyle Sebring. Elliot Samansky. Bodhi Sethi. Aston Shaw. Alyssa Seawick. Jay Skirrick. Ayla Smith. Tyler Smith. Wilson Spalding. Tori Staples. Erwin Stevens. Alexia Strategoulias. Avery Stremick. Ian Salt. Sean Taylor. Vito Tuafa. Kenzie Tuluian. Johnny Toole. Maggie Toole. Mateo Toro. Fiona Tren. Mark Tronziger. Ilana Valenzuela. Chloe Vuvakis. Marlo Waggly Stefan. Donovan Wallach. Atiana Walker. Kiani Monique Walls. Ben Walsh. Bridget Marion Walters. Lucy Wan. Cole Warnock. Lucy Weiner. Emma Whiting. Kat Willems. Bella Urcanen. Michael Cristobal Zacharias. Nicholas Zega. Angelina Zhang. Sam Zink.
Hello, Orange Grove 8th grade Panthers. This is Mary Kamerzel, Superintendent of the Catalina Foothills School District, extending my congratulations to you on your 8th grade promotion. Very soon now, you will be rising high school freshmen. We're very proud of your accomplishments. We're particularly proud of how you have handled the last several weeks of the end of your 8th grade year when you have been remote learning. It's quite a challenging circumstance, but we have been really, really impressed with how well you've handled yourselves. Your perseverance, your patience, and above all, your dedication to continuing your learning. Thank you for that. Please celebrate your accomplishment with your family. Have a great summer, and we're really hopeful that we will see you in person in August of 2020 for the next school year. Best wishes, everybody.
Good evening, Panthers. On behalf of the Catalina Foothills School District Governing Board, I want to congratulate you on achieving this important milestone in your education. We know that your years at Orange Grove have prepared you for high school and provided a solid education for your success. We can't wait to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. We are so proud of you. Stay healthy, stay connected, and we hope to see you in person very soon. Congratulations again.
Congrats, 8th graders! Woohoo! You made it to promotion. I'm so excited for you guys. This is a huge accomplishment. I am so proud.
Hello, all my 8th grade Panthers. Congratulations on making it to your last day.
Congratulations, Panthers, on your promotion to 9th grade and
Congratulations, 8th graders.
Congrats, 8th grade. We're so proud of you.
Hey, Orange Grove 8th graders, Mr. Souza here. Just wanted to wish you a congratulations for making it through the trials and tribulations that are middle school.
I wanted to thank you for being great students, for being good people also. You guys have demonstrated all year compassion and kindness towards everybody. I also want you to know that each one of you will always have a special place in my heart. And I wanted to share one of my favorite memories. One of you distracted me so much and had me building a marker tower with you. And I had so much fun. I'm just telling you, the middle schooler in me came out, and that's one of my favorite memories. Thanks.
I also want to say thank you for making my first year here at Orange Grove so amazing.
It was a great way to start the morning.
I'm proud of you guys.
You guys had some challenges this year, but you guys all rose above it, and I'm so proud of you all.
We're so proud of you.
I am so proud of all of your accomplishments.
I'm proud of you, and I'm so very proud of you.
In addition to the congratulations, I'd also like to share a bit of advice. A piece of advice. A bit of advice. The bit of advice that I'm sharing with you is the letter A from advice. And I'm imagining that that joke did not go over that well.
Well, you shine, obviously. I cannot see you. It's such a glare.
All right. 8th graders from Orange Grove, you've done a great job this year. I know it's been a weird ending to the year, but you've all been fantastic, and you're ready for your next step in your educational journey, which is High School. Go Panthers!
Be kind, be absolutely steadfast in the pursuit of all of your dreams and all of your goals. Be fearless, even when every instinct inside of you tells you to turn and run the other way. Face those fears, face all of those uncertainties and all of those unknowns. Be you. Be well, be safe, be happy.
You are all incredible people. You are compassionate. You are intelligent. You're hilarious. You're witty. You are kind. You are intuitive. You think outside the box. You care about other people. You are brave. You do brave things every single day. I'm proud of the way that you have persevered through this hard year and through the ending of this hard year. And I'm so excited to celebrate you today because you deserve it so much.
Orange Grove 8th graders, know that you are strong and capable of doing anything you set your mind to.
I know you all are moving on to great and wonderful things.
You've made it a long way. We know that you have great things in your future.
Keep being brave.
I know that you're going to have a great time at the high school and you're going to go on and do amazing things.
8th grade, I'm going to miss you.
I'll miss you next year.
You are. I'm really going to miss you guys. But
And I miss you. Take good care.
It's been a really interesting 8th grade year. All the best. See you soon.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
I wasn't much of a Star Trek fan when I was growing up, but I did like one part of it. When Mr. Spock used to say goodbye to the people he cared about, he would do this thing with his hand kind of like this, and he would say, "Live long and prosper." And so I share that with you guys. Live long and prosper.
Best wishes on your next adventure.
Well, here we are. It's time to say goodbye. And I want to tell you guys how awesome this year has been and what a great group of 8th graders you are. So goodbye and come back and visit.
Saying goodbye tonight means that you are also saying hello to something new and exciting and wonderful. So while this goodbye is bittersweet and hard because you're a really special group, I'm really excited for the hello that you also get to say tonight.